through love, through being divine, through being pure, and through forgiveness, and then accepting that your end already exists, you can then create union, a happy, blessed, beautiful, successful, supportive, loving, passionate, sexy, happy, flowing relationship. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. I am going to read another success story from one of my amazing clients. But before I actually do read the success story, I actually want to go back a little bit to, it was either yesterday or the day before. One of my clients had emailed me and she said during one of the recent live streams that I did, she got really upset with someone who was basically just spamming, a little troll, had said something along the lines of, her success stories are just marketing. I'm subscribing now. Like, in other words, I'm making up these success stories, which when my client had told me that, and then she said that she basically was defending, I believe she was defending me or something. And then I believe the settings that I have on the live stream must have deleted comments, and I can't even see the live chat from that anyway. But I do have filters on to automatically filter out people who are being kind of abusive or annoying or whatever. But we were laughing about it because I'm just like, okay, bye. Because like a lot of people are literally manifesting their specific person back into their life and or movement with their specific person by solely watching my teachings. I even had somebody yesterday, the day before, make a comment and say something like, for years they've been following like Abraham Hicks and Joe Dispenza and somebody else. And I believe that they said just by watching my videos for a short amount of time, their entire life changed. So those things, by the way, when I hear them, they don't go to my head at all. Those are gifts to me because these are my manifestations. So anyway, when my client sent me this awesome success story that I know is going to help inspire many of you guys, I had wrote back to her, good morning. I'm going to dedicate a video to you with this. I love this. Wow. Thank you for sharing. This is such a gift to me. I'm sure you can imagine how happy it makes me. And then I wrote, just yesterday, I laughed because a client told me that during a live, someone commented that my success story videos are fake and marketing. I literally laughed out loud. And then here's your email. She replied to that. Let me just read this. Thank you, Kim. I attribute my success to you, your compassion, but no joke, methodology. You're the only person coaching who leads with love. I will never forget when you first appeared on my feed. It was divine timing because you have moved me through so much healing. My schedule got very hectic, so I haven't purchased more sessions, but things are slowing down, and I believe I have put enough of what I walked away from with our first session to graduate to the next level and go deeper. I just caught your live recording from yesterday. So I won't go into that part because that's just the live recording that I did when I kind of went right into my wound live on the video. But I was showing you guys my method for when I can see things that I've manifested of people in my reality that I don't care to change. I'm just going to use the experience to actually catapult me, which is exactly what that did. And I basically did it live in front of you guys. So she wrote, thank you for being you. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for your to infinity and beyond. I pray that you stay strong. All the stuff. Looking forward to your video on this. It was powerful even for me to experience. Life is such a powerful force, never to be taken for granted ever again, living a disempowered existence. I jackhammered through the cement that was formed around my soul. Ooh, that's good. My emotions and thoughts are God power, and you were the first coach to embody that in a palpable way. You're a manifesting love warrior. Looking forward to booking a few sessions with you. We'll sort out my schedule by Monday and jump online and purchase. Now I'm going to read the actual story that she wrote me. So before I get into this, just like, comment, share, and subscribe if you love my content. If you want me to be your coach, email me at kim@coreunion.com. You can book your session with me at coreunion.com, and I will end up getting back to you with my assistant will actually get back to you with my next available. You can do a 30-minute or a package. Most people do the package. Okay, so she wrote, good evening, Kim. I trust and know that you are blessed and doing well. I wanted to say thank you for being and doing what you're passionate about. I had only one session with you and it was impactful. I continue to practice and practice and watch your videos. I take breaks and live and apply the stepping into and loving being a creator. This journey has been so healing. You are a magical coach. I wanted to give you an update. I have stepped into the healing and releasing and receiving of self love and unconditional love and forgiveness. That's a key. A lot of you guys don't realize, but you're still angry and you haven't forgiven the things that happened with you and your specific person. You have to forgive, let go, and then also forgive yourself, because a lot of you guys are also living in guilt and regret. Your videos on allowing the cut flowers to die and so many more metaphors have helped me during some challenging moments. I saw my SP yesterday after not seeing him since March of 2023. And for the sake of, because you guys could be watching this 50 years in the future, we are in July of 2024. Okay, so 13 months since she saw him. I practiced healing my inner child and his inner child. I practiced imagining in real time that I am and he is healed and worthy and ready now. I allowed it to organically happen and always reminded myself that this is the middle unfolding. When what I didn't want would show up, I would be calm and at peace and tell myself, I'm glad it's coming, so it can fall away and make room to receive what I do want. Just yesterday, when I wasn't sure I would see him, I ignored the old story and held sacred the new story and our love. I said the devil is in the details and the devil is a liar, and I protect our love from the devil. The devil is my doubt and others pushing out my doubt. I hadn't heard from him, or excuse me, I hadn't heard from him or confirmed our tentative plans, and I was fine. I trusted and had faith and kept declaring and affirming only the story I knew and believed in my end. I was telling my mom if I didn't hear from him, I would pray for him and his feelings. Oh, excuse me, and his healing. And I said, okay, let me go back there. I'm sorry. I have to catch myself here. Sorry about that. I hadn't heard from him or confirmed our tentative plans, and I was fine. I trusted and had faith and kept declaring and affirming only the story I knew and believed in my end. I was telling my mom if I didn't hear from him, I would pray for him and his healing. And I said, he, the devil, is a liar, mending my thoughts of the opposite end. My mom reflected briefly my doubts by saying if I didn't hear from him, she would recommend I don't call him. I internally stayed calm and wasn't triggered and said the devil is a liar, and she's reflecting back my own fears. I did a forgiveness and unconditional love meditation, and I told my mom I'm fine either way. I will pray for him no matter what. I went into the dining room, and on my phone was a motivation from an unread text message 4 minutes ago. Awesome. He heard my thoughts. He felt my heart. We really are one. In that moment, I was saying that to my mom and battling the old story and declaring only positive and light and loving energy. He reached out to see if I was still free for our plans that had been tentative. He texted a few times and then he called. I didn't answer text right away every time because I was working and I was calm and confident. I wrapped up my day and packed to go meet him where he was staying. It was so magical seeing him again. I couldn't stop smiling. I was so grateful to see him. It was like no time had passed. We just flowed like we used to. He took me out to dinner. We had drinks and we talked, and people were smiling at us and so happy to see us. It was like we were celebrities. They smiled brighter and were staring at us. My arm is hurting. Sorry. He was different like when we first met, but okay, I'm gonna have to go back because I did get thrown off because I remember times in the past where I noticed when me and my SP were together, the same kind of similar thing. Like it's like people could feel the love and the energy, and it's like they had these huge smiles when they looked at us because they could feel it. And that's what happens with love like this. I'm gonna go back to that. Okay. It was like we were celebrities. They smiled brighter and were staring at us. He was different, like when we first met, but better. Better as he was exactly how I imagined. Opening doors, coming down to help me with my bags. I think he was shocked that I was so happy to see him. We laughed together so much. We showered together, made love. He was so passionate. He usually kisses with his eyes open, and I noticed he felt safe enough to be vulnerable with me, and he closed his eyes and really melted into me. Oof, that's nice. We are mirror souls, and it's so apparent. Even our skin complexions. And we wear similar glasses. I left a pair of pajama bottoms where he's staying, and I almost didn't want to text him. But as I said, he's my husband. I would feel comfortable texting my husband. He said that we will be seeing each other again very soon, and he will have a surprise for me. I plan on booking a session with you. Also, there's one detail that we mirrored each other when we helped each other select the fragrance we would wear when we got ready for dinner. Essentially, we both picked similar fragrance notes, just using our smell. We closed our eyes and between two scents, both picked the same scent as our favorite. I love him and I accept it and receive it, and so does he. Thank you, Kim. I'm going to listen to your meditations. Also, your live speaks to me on days I almost lost hope. You are a true shaman. So I don't really have much more to say to this. I literally just wanted to come on to inspire you guys that when you really go into the steps of recognizing that the things came up were the things that you projected out because of your previous baggage, you brought it into the relationship, you projected it onto your person. So they had to mirror it back to you. So then when they mirror it back to you, it really sucks and it really hurts. I'm aware of this. Okay. I'm not saying that it's easy in the moment when it happens. But at some point, you step back from it and you recognize, mirror it and recognize, yes, this was active within me. And the truth is, this was active within me before I actually ever met them. So now you detach it from them, you forgive them, you then forgive yourself for, creating it and knowing that if you created this through love, through being divine, through being pure, and through forgiveness, and then accepting that your end already exists, you can then create union, a happy, blessed, beautiful, successful, supportive, loving, passionate, sexy, happy, flowing relationship where you guys literally are everything to each other. Okay. And then you do something, do whatever technique. And I do believe in my method, my methodology, like my client said, like a lot of my other clients and a lot of you subscribers say, is a game changer. Okay. And it's because it's not all ego based from my perspective. Can you manifest through ego-based manifesting and doing techniques that are all ego-based? Yes, you can. But then most likely you will get the results that are reflective of ego-based thinking. Okay. So you will always live through yourself, through your belief system, through your programming, and your life will always reflect you back to you. So I don't know. Personally, for me, I would rather have sacred, divine, unconditional, pure love reflected back to me than ego-based kind of stuff. That's just me, but I know that many of you guys resonate with me on this channel and get that. So then when you're doing all of the techniques that resonate with you, you do that consistently. You remain focused, loyal, and faithful to your end. So faithful as the husband, wife, partner, spouse, whatever it is that you want in your end. And then when all of the bullshit comes up, all of the fears, the worries, and the doubts telling you that this isn't true, reminding you of, whoa, remember when they said this? Remember when they did this? And I know that it can be gut wrenching and it can be very painful. You do the forgiveness as many times as you have to. Okay. But then you recognize, okay, this reminded me of when this happened, that happened when I was younger. So you'll probably have, when you actually go deep into trust and surrender with this, you'll probably have kind of memories of when this person, that person, the other different caregivers or whatever, when you were younger, did certain things to you to make you feel not seen, not heard. That's a big one for me. Not being seen, not being heard, not being listened to, just being like what I'm saying and how I'm feeling doesn't matter, right? So that had to be reflected back to me. And then I had to go within. This is how I mirrored it. Boom, it happens. It hurts. I will cry. I will express the anger and the sadness out of my system because it's toxic if I stuff it down and hold on to it. I will remind myself of all of the stuff of my self-concept, I'll open myself up. Thank you for healing me. Thank you for healing these parts of me. And then I go within and I do a little revision of when something happened to me when I was a kid. I will revise a situation. So that little energetic part of me, that little part of me that feels like she's not being listened to, that feels like she's not seen or heard, that she doesn't matter, I will allow that little part of me to have a voice, and then I'll allow that little part of me to experience whomever apologizing to me and loving me. And then I can be soothed. I soothe myself. I let my little inner child experience being soothed. And also, if I, and I also, like with my ISP, I also did inner child work with us together. And I even did little inner child work of seeing his little inner child defend me, and then me experiencing defending his little inner child. So like I did little imaginary acts where we were protecting each other from the things that I'm aware of that obviously happened in my past and happened in his past growing up. And then I let our little inner children love each other and everything. But the most important thing is that you just know that the two of you guys are one. Energetically, you guys are one. Separation is an illusion. Guys, you guys have to really get this into your understanding. Separation is an illusion. Okay, so that is the lesson for today. Please do affirm down below with a heart and prayer hands that you know that you and your specific person are one and that your union already exists. And reach out to me if you need me. I love you so much. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.
Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.